Passwordless RDP with Windows Hello for Business. Now, if you are using Windows Hello for Business, it'll let you log into, sign into your Windows 10 computer or maybe Windows 11 device without any password. Now, what will happen if you are trying to access a remote system, maybe a server on which you are required to have an RDP? Then you would still need a password to be used, especially when you're using a cloud Kerberos trust or maybe a key trust in your trust type for the Windows Hello for Business deployment. Then the end user is required to punch in the password when they try to RDP to a server or a PC. Now, when you try to, if that kind of beats purpose of the passwordless, right? So you're still logging on to computer using PIN, and then after that you have the users to punch in the password does not make much sense. Now, one way to achieve this goal would be using a credential guard, or another one would be to use a combination of Windows Hello for Business and a certificate which is deployed onto the computer. That means that when you sign into the computer using Windows Hello for Business with a PIN or maybe your face or maybe a biometric, you also obtain a certificate that can be used to RDP access. So whenever you try to log into the target PC or a server, you will use the certificate, and thus the end users will get a complete passwordless experience when they log into the sign into the computer, and also when they RDP to the the remote server. So absolutely no passwords. We'll have a look at the demo. The demo will look at the end user experience to start with. First on the lab. So this is a client computer. Windows 10 computer, Hello for Business is enabled, and I'm just trying to log into the computer using a PIN. So this is John Doe 003. Enrollment is done. So Windows Hello for Business, I'm using a PIN and logging onto the computer. From the Windows 10 computer user's PC, a typical user experience would be they do try to do an MSDSE to a RDP to a remote server. Connect. It'll ask for password, but now if you can see, it is asking for a PIN, right? So no passwords involved. I mean, if it had been a regular computer, I would have, used my biometrics as well. Now I RDP, and then automatically you can see the user is also logging onto the computer. So absolutely no password used, even on the local computer and also the RDP server. That's the end goal. This is the user experience what we are talking about. It's a server. And now we'll look at the prerequisite and how did we set this up. Log off from the client PC as well. But on a high level, we need to have the PKI in our organization, which is going to, the public key infrastructure, which is going to release the certificates, and then we enroll the users in Windows Hello for Business, and we deploy these certificates to the users Windows Hello for Business containers, and after that we configure the remote the GPO or maybe the Intune, whatever mechanism what we are using to make sure that the certificates are distributed. We'll start with the certificate authority. Go to server and then go to certificate templates and say manage. You get to see all the templates which are there. You start with Smart card log on, right click, duplicate the template, fill this up with the details. Windows Hello for Business. And then in the compatibility, make sure that this is basically cleared off, show resulting changes. Make sure that we select 2012 R2. Maybe cancel this for now. We'll say 2012 R2. And certificate recipient will also be 2012 R2. We hadn't clear this. I mean, first we need to, remove this so that you don't get alarmed with those warnings and all. Now, give it a name in the general. Go to extensions. Smart card logon is already there. We don't have to make any changes here. Go to subject name. And this is it. I mean, if it had been in tune with which you are going to distribute this, then you'll have to select this particular option. That's it. But otherwise, no changes at all in the template. If you're using a domain controller, GPOs to be able to distribute the certificate, then you use this build from Active Directory information, fully distinguished name, and then we select the user principal. So all the default ones. Go to request handling. Here we say smart card signature and smart card login. There will be in prompt. We say yes to it. To change the certificate purpose, etc. And then we say select the renew with the same key, and also prompt the user during enrollment, which needs to be selected. After that, go to next tab, cryptography. Select these two. Come on, yeah, okay. Key storage provider, and this needs to be RSA default 2048. Request must use the one of the following parameter provider, and we select the Microsoft software key storage provider. The hash need to be 256. And the security, if it is an authenticated user, who are you going to give access to enroll the certificate? So if you want to give access to all users, then authenticated users would be it, and then we say enroll. Or else if you want to have only certain set of users, you can add that particular appropriate security groups, and then for them give that enroll permission, and then we go and click on apply. OK. That should have already created one exactly the same way which we just walked you through. Notice change certain properties on the template. So first, after that, you launch a command prompt with admin privileges. And then whatever template name you have given, I mean the duplicated one, go to properties, you'll get to see in the general the template name, what you have given. You copy that and then go to command prompt and paste this cert util.exe, add template, ds add template, and then the template name and the text file to which you're going to dump the properties. So, the template name and then arrow, and then you kind of dump everything to the text file. That's it, and you hit enter. Once you hit enter, you'll get to see a certificate 3. Open this file. Okay, okay, I think made a mistake here. Yeah, it needs to be DS template, not add template. Add template would be when you try to make the modification to the text file, and after that you want to add that modified template. That's when you use a add template. Instead, what you have to do is cert util space dash ds template and the template name and the target. I'll just say version 5.txt. That's it. You hit enter, and then after that we go to the appropriate location. Oh yeah, this is it. Open up. Yeah, so you have everything here. Here, go to the there are a couple of modifications you have to do, and then that'll be first to kind of look at the PKI default CSV that needs to be changed from Microsoft password uh, key storage provider. Oh, okay. So this will be a different one. Basically, it'll be a Microsoft software key storage provider. You need to kind of convert that to Microsoft passport key storage provider. It's already changed because I had modified this. Let me try to create a new one. Modify this particular line item from Microsoft software to Microsoft passport key storage provider. That is one change. And the last line, which states that has been, this also you can remove. Template command completed successfully. These are the two changes. What do you have to do? Save it. Once you save it, go back to the commandlet, and then we do a ds add template. Basically, we are modifying that particular properties. Okay, the name needs to be version 3, 4, 6. I think that's the latest one, right? I think that's the latest one. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's it. So basically, cert util ds add template and the modified text file. Previously, I was using a different text file, but yeah, this is a modified, the one which we modified now. Once that is done, go back to the control, certificate control. New certificate template to issue, the one which we modified now. Click on OK. And then you just restart the CA, basically stop. That is required for those whatever changes we have done. And then we start the service. After that, now we can go to the client computer and then we request the certificate. Now request, or maybe you can push it down to the client PC. That's all up to you. Onto the client computer. Certmgr.msc. Current user, go to personal certificates, right click, all task, request for a new certificate. Next. Active Directory enrollment. The certificate, whatever we have published it, be that version 6, and then you can go and click on that and then enroll. This is on the client computer. Once that enrollment is done, you will have that particular certificate in the personal store, and that will have the details or maybe the certificate which is required to log into the RDP. So that's it. Now with this, you can, uh, like we just saw earlier, we just kind of RDP to that server with the without any passwords. So you use that. I mean that pass certificate is automatically used, and then it'll go and let you into that remote server without any passwords. So using this methodology, you're kind of giving that passwordless experience for the end user to log into his or her computer using Windows Hello for Business without any passwords. And then after that, if they have to perform certain activities like hopping onto some other server using an RDP, they don't have to use any password at all. So it's like a complete passwordless journey for the end users.